Hi guys, I'm Becky from Book Bite Reviews, and today you're gonna get to know me. Today I wanted to do a tag video, and I wasn't really sure which tag to do. I know that I wanted to do one where you get to know a little bit more about me, so I was going to do the Booktube newbie tag, but then I also came across one called the introduce yourself tag. So I've decided to smash the two together, and that's what we're doing today. So I have questions from both tags mixed together where it makes sense, and I'm just going to go ahead and answer all those questions for you today. Question number one is, what is your name and your channel name? So as you guys hopefully know, my name is Becky, and my channel, blog, social media, everything is Book Bite Reviews. Next question is, where are you from? So I am from Michigan. I've lived in Michigan my entire life. My husband would really like to move out of Michigan. I'm a little more on the fence. So right now it's Michigan, always has, always will. We'll see. The next question is, why did you start this channel? So I started this channel because I have been blogging since 2011. I absolutely love books. I love talking about books, and the reason I started the channel is kind of why I started my blog initially back in 2011, and that was because I have friends that like to read, but I don't have friends that like all they do is read or all they want to talk about is read, and I really wanted to find some friends that had the same book taste as me, because I do have very few friends who like the exact same things I do. So I wanted to find people who have my same taste in books and wanted to talk about it and do fun things like readathons and buddy reads and things like that. So that is kind of why I started my blog, but I started this channel not only to do that, but I felt like my blog, I love my blog, I'm never going to stop doing it, but I just felt like it started to get kind of like stagnant. I was like doing the same things over and over again, and I just wasn't like super excited to do it. Again, love my blog, not going anywhere, but I wanted to do something to freshen up. So I'm having a great time. Hopefully you guys are too. Hopefully the people who have been following my blog, they are loving it as well. And yeah, so that's kind of why I started my channel, just because I want more bookish friends, but also to freshen up what I've been doing over the years already. Next question is, what kind of videos do you make or will you make? So currently I have book reviews, I have unboxings, I have TBRs, wrap-ups. So that is what I have already made and what I want to continue to make. Other videos that I have yet to do is this one right here. I would like to do some more tag videos, do some more things where you guys get to know me. I have done one vlog video, a weekly vlog for a readathon I did to try it out, and I really enjoyed it. So I would really like to do some more reading vlogs for you. The other videos that I would like to start doing is just more different, unique things. I don't want this to be like rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. These are the videos I make every week, every month, and that's it. So I'm constantly looking for new ideas of different things to do. So if you guys ever have any ideas of videos you want to see, things that you want me to do, let me know. I would love to try it out. Next question is, who inspired you to start your booktube? So I don't think there's any like one particular person besides like my inner self, as like weird as that sounds, but I really pushed myself to go ahead and put myself out there and do this. So I kind of like inspired myself by watching all these different booktubers. And I don't think there's like one single person that inspired me. I think it's like a compilation of everybody that I watch, which is Books with Chloe, The Peruse Project, Book Roast, Jessie the Reader, all these different people that I watch. There's so many other people that I'm not naming, but all these people that I watch, they do such good things, and I can tell that they're so genuine. They really love what they're doing, and they're not doing it for views or likes or anything like that. They're doing it just because they love to read and they want to share their stuff, and that's exactly what I want to do. So I inspired myself to start it, but they inspire me to keep going and keep making new content. This next question is pretty hard, and it is, what fun and unique things do you bring to BookTube? And honestly, I have like no idea. Besides like my personality, I try to be myself as much as possible on camera. I don't want to act like somebody else. I just want to be myself so it's more fun instead of like this show. So I guess just like my awesome personality is what I bring. I really have no idea what fun or unique thing I bring just yet. What are you most excited about for this channel? I think the thing that I'm most excited about is to find more people who love reading and the same books that I do, so that I can have online friends to have a conversation with and to do things like buddy reads and things like that. So I think that's what I'm most excited about. What are your favorite colors? So my favorite color is green and my second favorite color is purple, which you could probably guess if you look at my logo for the channel /blog /social media /whatever, which, by the way, do you guys prefer for like my little photo to be my logo or my face? Let me know, because it's always been my logo, but if you prefer face, which I think I do for most people, let me know and I'll change that. Next up is, what is your favorite animal? And that is an alligator. Next question is summer or winter. So I say neither. I guess if I had to choose between the two, it would be summer, but honestly my favorite season is fall, so can't put me in a box, people. Next question is, where is the furthest from your home that you've ever been? I think the furthest that I've ever been is probably Alaska. Next question is, what is your favorite movie or movies? That's pretty hard for me, just like saying, what's your favorite book? I like a wide array of different movies, but I would probably say my number one favorite movie is Nightmare Before Christmas. After that, it is probably The Breakfast Club or Pretty in Pink or 16 Candles. Those three are like all kind of like combined into like one favorite for me. I like watching all of them equally, and I'm not really sure for like what other genres that I really like, but my favorite genre to watch of movies is definitely either animated films or comedies. Next question is, what movie are you most excited to see in theaters? I don't really go to the movies very often, so I have no idea. I like kind of only halfway know what's even coming out, but I would say the movies that I probably will actually go see in theaters and that I'm most excited about is the next Avengers movie. I really want to know what the heck happened to those dust people. You know what I'm talking about. And I'm also very excited for Detective Pikachu. And whenever the Dumbo movie comes out, really want to see that by Tim Burton. Can't wait for Mulan, the live action, to come out. And I'm like super looking forward to when they finally do a Little Mermaid live action. Really excited about that. She's my second favorite Disney princess, so pretty excited. No idea when that's coming out though. Next is, what unreleased book are you most looking forward to? That one, again, is pretty hard. I don't usually like look up upcoming releases and kind of like anticipate them, so not really sure. But I know for sure one book that I'm very excited to get is the next book in Jennifer Armentrout's Darkest Star spin-off series, and also like any other Jennifer Armentrout books. So next question is, what do you like to splurge on? I would feel like the obvious answer is books, but honestly I've been doing pretty good about not buying books, so that's not true. I guess what I really like to splurge on is bookish things. I, as you guys know, have started getting the bookish boxes, and I'm like really loving these monthly subscriptions. I guess like the easiest answer to this question is I just love to splurge on myself. Next question is, what do you want to be when you grow up? I have always thought that I wanted to be a book editor, specifically a YA book editor, but more recently I have found that I really enjoy and I'm really good at, and I have a lot of experience somehow in the marketing world because of my blog and things. So I really think that I would want to either work in the marketing department or maybe even become a publicist or something for authors, specifically YA authors, but honestly, any author would be great. But I do think that I want to do something in the PR marketing area of books now. Next question is, if you could take a trip today, where would you go? I would go somewhere warm and fun. Probably Savannah, Georgia. My husband and I love Savannah, Georgia. So if I could go there today, I definitely would. But if it's kind of like a destination, like bucket list place, I would definitely want to go to Ireland. That is like for sure somewhere that we need to go. Next question is, why do you love reading? So I love reading probably because why everyone else loves reading, and that is for an escape. I don't feel like I have a bad life or a stress-inducing life. I'm pretty blessed that I have a pretty good life, thank goodness, knock on wood. But I just really enjoy going into books. Like when I read, I feel like I just like completely get away, and it reduces my stress, it releases dopamine. I feel so much better when I'm reading. But I think also it's not like I want to escape my life, it's that the characters I read about are doing things that I would never do, places that I will never be able to go to because they're made up. And I just think that's so interesting. Like, I love learning about and reading about people that are different from me. The people in my books are just like doing things that I would just absolutely never do. Like, I always say, like, if a zombie apocalypse happens, I'm dead. Like, I'm not adventurous, I'm not strong, I'm not that brave, like, I'm out of the count. So I think I love reading just because I can experience things that I personally would never experience. Next question is, when did you start reading? So I have always been reading since I could. My mom said that she read to me when I was in her belly, and I just always loved reading. But I don't think I turned into like a reader until I was a teenager and when I started to finally find and read YA. Next question is, what do you like to read? So I've already kind of said this, but I mostly read YA books. I absolutely love paranormal YA. I love fantasy. I love urban fantasy. I do enjoy contemporaries. I'm really into darker topic, mystery thriller kind of books, especially if they have some kind of like supernatural aspect to it as well. So yeah, pretty much anything YA I'll try out, but I really enjoy a fantasy, paranormal, not this kind of world book. Next question is, where do you like to read? I probably prefer to read in bed. That is where I mostly read, but I could honestly read anywhere. I always have said that my favorite place to read is outside during the summer. Like, I absolutely love sitting outside during the summer and reading. It's just the best. But summer here in Michigan doesn't last that long, so I guess I would probably say my favorite place is bed. Next is, what book or series got you into reading? So many of you do know this, but I have no shame in admitting this, that Twilight is what got me into reading how much I read today. My cousin Sarah and her friends were reading Twilight. I heard about it when they were reading it, but I didn't get into it until I'm pretty sure book 3 came out, Eclipse. And it's so funny because when she was reading it and told me what it was about, I laughed at her and thought she was nuts because she was telling me like, remember, we're like 13 at the time, I think. And she was telling me how she's gonna go to Forks, Washington, and she's gonna find her Edward. And like, I just thought she was totally nuts. I'm like, vampires don't exist. You're crazy. We went on a camping trip. She brought the books with her because her mom was reading them. And she said, please just read the first book. And I read it in one sitting. I could not stop. I absolutely loved it, devoured it. And she only had books 1 and 2 with her. Book 3 just came out. So we went to the store and I bought all of them. And then when Breaking Dawn came out, I bought that. And I just absolutely loved those books. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I love Twilight. I'm not sure if I would feel the same if I read them for the first time today, but Twilight holds such a special place in my heart because it's what got me back into reading. Like, I started to get into this slump where like I only read for school and school books were boring. I didn't even know that there were books out there that were for fun. So when I found Twilight, I was like, holy cow. Like, my mind was just blown. I finally found YA, and I found YA paranormal, which is my ultimate favorite genre. So it was Twilight. Not ashamed to admit it. It is what it is. The next question is, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? If I was going to ask them something, I think I would probably ask them where they get their ideas from. I feel like it's probably like pretty obvious, like, oh, I just watch all these different people and it inspires me. But I feel like specifically Jesse the Reader, like he comes up with these totally unique, different ideas, and that's what I want to do. I do want to still make reading vlogs, TBRs, wrap-ups, you know, the usual, but I also want to do different things. The last question is, what are some challenges that are going to be hardest for you to overcome? And that is being consistent. I try my hardest to be consistent. I try to set myself to a schedule, but sometimes it doesn't always work out. And I feel like so far watching my other favorite booktubers, when they fall out of their consistency, nobody gets upset. So I think the booktube community is pretty forgiving, which, whew, thank goodness. But I definitely think that that is going to be my hardest challenge, is just staying consistent, always posting every week, and not starting to get lazy with stuff. Hold on. Pep. Come on. I'm on the last question. Alright guys, that was all of the questions that I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed this. I tried to make it unique with my own personal answers and also combining the two tags. So I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you got to know me a little bit more. And please let me know in the comments if you liked it. Definitely hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe and the bell if you'd like to be notified when I make videos. I'm trying to post every Friday, but I will definitely have at least one video every week up, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya!